Hi, my name is Lovette and this is my story. I was raised in a Pentecostal church, and everything we was taught wasn't taught at home. My father was a raging alcoholic and would beat my mom on a regular, which made me go looking for love in all the wrong places. First time I ever went in an abortion clinic, I was 16 years old, and I was going to abort my son, and I didn't because I had an infection. And I am happy to say that I have a beautiful 26-year-old son. But 6 months later, I got pregnant again. And my mother gave me a look like, there's no way you bringing another baby into this home. So she took me to the abortion clinic, and I cried and cried and cried. And the nurse, surprisingly, brought me back out and said, we cannot do this abortion. She keep crying. So when I got in the car with my mother gave me a look. She didn't say a word, but I knew what that look meant. I went back the next day and cried in the parking lot and went upstairs to have the abortion. And one thing that the nurse said that blew my mind was, she just keep kicking. And I knew that was my daughter's last fight for life. Sadly to say, a couple of months later, I got pregnant again. This time I didn't tell anybody. I just went to the abortion clinic, cried in the parking lot because I knew I couldn't cry inside, and had the abortion done. One of the things I love doing is letting people know my story, and starting at home was the first place. I told each one of my children. My youngest daughter, who at the time was like 7, asked me, Mommy, what do you keep doing? What are you getting ready for? And I said, you got a brother and sister in heaven. And so she said, why are they in heaven? I wasn't quite sure how to answer that. I was gonna say, well, I had an abortion, and that would kind of end the conversation. But I told her, I said, when Mommy was pregnant, she didn't want your brother or sister in her tummy. And she gave me a look like of confusion. I said, so I went to the doctor, and she asked me, what did the doctor do? And I told her, I said, the doctor killed them. And she cried with me. And she said, I wish I'd had a chance to meet them. And I said, I do too. There's not a day go by that I don't wish I had a chance to kiss them or hug them. And she grabbed me by my leg and said, Mommy, you can kiss them. And I thought, well, how can I kiss them? And she said, you can go like this. And that was God's grace. My husband supports me. When I tell my story, he walks around in his Army uniform with a mustard seed, just enough faith of a mustard seed, and that's just where we are.